What is going on, guys? It is Liam with Dungeons of Immortal Magic, my comic and TCG that I've made and am building. And today, the day has come. We are going to be doing the Draw for 24 Hours challenge.
Will Liam, the creator of Dungeons of Immortal Magic, be able to take on the 24 Hours Drawing Straight challenge? This is a challenge that will test his mind power, his willpower, his creative power, and his drawing power. Will he be able to do it, or will he be a weak-minded, unable to draw for 24 hours peasant?
I'm going to be working on the comic. I want to get this comic done before February 27th. And the only way to do that is to grind as hard as possible. So I'm going to be drawing for 24 hours straight. And hopefully I can get the rest of the issue done in that 24 hours. But I understand that that might not be the case. And it might take a lot longer than that. Right now it is 12:15 p.m. Meaning I have to draw until 12:15 p.m. tomorrow. Not excited for this challenge. I am actually going to do the full challenge. The whole thing. Not excited at all. But I am very dedicated to my craft, so I'm going to prove my dedication and draw for 24 hours straight. And if I don't do it, I'm truly not a dedicated artist. Alright, boys, I'm going to prove my dedication to my craft. Let's get into it. We're going to start with page 11. Alright, guys, what is going on? I hope y'all are doing good. Honestly, I hope y'all are having a good week. Anyways, let's jump right in. So I'm working on page 10. The first issue of my manga. I made about 40 total pages for the entire series, but I'm trying to polish up this first issue for y'all because I've been working super hard on it and it's been getting a little bit of hype on here, so I'm pretty excited to actually release this for y'all. So it's gonna be cool. And for those of y'all that are wondering about the TCG and if I'm gonna be updating that and everything like that, yes, I'm still doing a lot of work on the TCG. It's just kind of a slow period that we're going through right now. But other than that, we got some super cool stuff coming up, so stay tuned for that, guys. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe if you want to support my manga and my comic, or just Dungeons of Immortal Magic in general, my journey as an artist. So that's something you're interested in supporting, go ahead and click subscribe. I would appreciate it. Yeah, I think this was like the first 1 to 2 hours, super chill, no problems at all. I usually draw about 3 to 4 hours every day, so this was pretty chill on, you know, because I do it every day, so it's chill. So yeah, I'm liking the way this page turned out. Unfortunately though, all my screen recordings of all the other pages didn't film, so I am indeed going to have to go back and just kind of show y'all the pages and what I did on there and explain those through the time lapses. Unfortunately, I won't actually be able to show you guys the actual time lapse of me doing it. Alright, guys, we just hit the 1.5 hour mark. We are about halfway through page 10 with some of the line work, and I'm trying to make this page very detailed, so we're going to have to go back, spend a little bit more time on that detailing. But yeah, let's go. I'm pretty confident I can do this challenge, so let's get moving. Alright, so for page 10, this was one of my more easy pages to complete. I didn't have any drawings that were way too complex for me. But I definitely wanted to practice the element of that dot shading that a lot of manga artists do, specifically in Berserk. If you guys have watched my How to Draw Like Berserk video, I break down some of the elements that Kentaro Miura uses and the skills he uses on his pages, specifically with the dot shading to make his drawings a lot better. And I was just trying to practice there. And then a lot of these panels, I was trying to do that as well. But I was liking how this turned out, you know. Got my orc pulling out his knife, running towards Fendrick. This guy's face right here, I had to fix. You guys might have seen that in hour 1. I had to fix his face because I messed it up the first time. But this second hour is a lot of shading. And then the starting of page 11. So I'm going to show you guys page 11 now. Alright, so this was my page 11 sketch. Took me a little bit to polish the sketch because I had to change a couple panels, but I was really liking how this turned out. Right off the bat, it kind of opens up with this orc, really tall, menacing over our character Fendrick, and I shaded him completely in when I did the final shading because I really want the orcs to have kind of a menacing vibe to them, like they're much bigger and much stronger, and they have that advantage on the humans. He also comes in right off rip and just goes, "I'm gonna drink your blood straight from your artery." You know, because the orcs in my story, they are ruthless. They're not just like evil entities like they are in for say Lord of the Rings, but they do have a little bit of spirit to them, but they are still ruthless in the sense that they hate humans and they want to eat humans. Some of them want to eat humans. This band of orcs, this specific type of orc, likes eating humans. But I'm not trying to make them just purely evil entities. Some of the orcs, you know, they do know what good is, and most of their hatred for humans is out of revenge and spite and stuff like that. But I definitely, you know, they are orcs. They need to be brutal and ruthless. All right, boys, we are officially at the 2.5 hour mark, pushing 3 hours. I'm chilling so far. Vitals are good. I'm feeling fine physically, mentally. Getting a little tired, but nothing crazy that's going to take me out. So 3 hours in, we got 21 hours left. Let's go, baby. All right, guys, so this is hour 3 to 4. These were a pretty chill 1.5 to 2 hours here. And I'm not going to be showing y'all what I was working on just because I don't want to spoil my own comic that's going to be out soon. I want people to actually go to my website and go on Webtoon and sites like that and actually check it out. So, but yeah, this was an easy 2 hours. What is going on, guys? We just made it to the 4 hours and 30-minute mark. So we have about 19 hours and 30 minutes left on the challenge, obviously. And I'm feeling strong. I'm going strong. I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm chilling. Honestly, I ain't that fatigued. I like how my pages turn out so far. So I'm going to keep pushing. I'm excited to work on the next page and get some new material in front of me. So let's get right back into it. So for hour 5, it was a very productive hour. It was the final shading and line work of page 10. I've been kind of getting confused with the clips and everything like that, but page 10 took 5 hours to complete, and I do have the sketch for page 11. So in hour 6, I'm going to be hopping into page 11 and completing that. But yes, page 10 is officially done after hour 5. Okay, we have reached the 5 hour mark. I was going to do it at 5:30, but we are at the 5 hour mark, meaning we have 19 hours left in the challenge. I'm feeling good. Everything's going good. I just completed page 10. I'll show it on the screen. Looks pretty nice. I'm pretty proud of myself there. And we're going to be jumping into page 11 now. Brand new page, clean slate. So we're going to have to go back from 0 on that one. I might also do a little bit of reviewing of the previous pages in the issue just to make sure everything's flowing correctly. But besides that, I'm feeling good. I'm a little dehydrated. I probably should drink some more water. I'm getting a sore thumb at this point from holding the stylus so much. So that's been kind of annoying. But that's the only thing I've been noticing. Maybe some dry eyes a little bit. But overall, we're pretty chilling. We're pretty healthy. So, all right, let's get back into it. All right, guys, we have made it to the 7 hour mark. Moving pretty strong. We're about to beat my last how many hours can I draw in a row record, which was 8 hours. So we're about to beat it. Still moving strong. I'm not getting tired at all or nothing. And yeah, I'm super hyped on this. Honestly, while I've been doing this, I've been thinking like, man, I got to make it to 24 hours. That's going to be all through the night and in tomorrow. But if you kind of think about it, when you're drawing for 24 hours, it's like you're tackling you're taking on a giant journey to defeat this huge boss at the end. And it's kind of like doing something like a lifelong journey, you know, doing something crazy, you know, and like during the process, it sucks and you kind of don't want to do it. And you're like, dang, why am I doing this? But then at the end, you're like, oh my gosh, I made it. When the clock strikes 12 tomorrow, 12 p.m., I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, I can finally stop drawing. But, you know, that's just something I've been thinking about, you know, like you got to enjoy the process, you know, being super tired while you're drawing and feeling like crap and having a sore thumb with a dent in it from holding your pen for so long, you know, like that's just the stuff you got to get used to. So, yeah, I'm enjoying myself, even though I'm tired and getting to a point where this is going to suck even more and more and more and more and more all the way up until tomorrow. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. So let's get back into it and beat my record. All right, y'all, we just reached hour 8. Finally beat my record, kinda. I'm still moving forward, moving strong, feeling pretty good. But one thing that is getting pretty prominent now is the dent in my thumb. I'll have to show it another time, but every time I hold this for a while, I have to be dehydrated, but it dents my thumb, and it's actually getting pretty painful. So, but besides that, we're doing good. I'm liking how this is turning out and everything like that, so we're gonna keep going. I'll see y'all on hour 9 or hour 10, something like that. All right, guys, we just hit the 10-hour mark. It's 10:30 right now, 10 hours and 15 minutes. Still drawing, and yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I have been drinking a energy drink, so that's probably why I feel good. Otherwise, I'd be really tired. So I've been energized, and we're about to get page 11 fully completed. Just got to do a little bit of the last shading and stuff like that. I'm pretty proud of how page 11 turned out. But yeah, honestly, I'm feeling good. The only thing that's starting to really bother me is my thumb. Like, I'm actually really getting a sore thumb. So I don't know what that's about. So who knows what's about to happen later in the night. We could start seeing shadows and things that aren't there. But I'll keep you guys posted. So this is what's going on. We are going into the night. And this is what I call the dark stage of the challenge. This is when it's fully dark. There's nobody up. It's lonely. It's just you and the grind. So we're going to see how hard I can grind, how much work I can put into this, and stay awake. All right, this is going to be probably the hardest part of the challenge. Actually, tomorrow morning might be the hardest part of the challenge. But in my opinion, this is one of the loneliest parts because you ain't got nobody to talk to or nothing. You when you're working. So let's see if I can do it, guys. All right, thank you for still watching the video. And let's go. Let's get to hour 12. That's the halfway mark. We just got to make it till midnight. Let's go. It's 11 o'clock now. We are moving smoothly throughout the night. We just got page 11 done, and I'm really liking the way it turned out. Here, I'll show y'all a close-up of the page. And yeah, I'm really liking how that turned out. Now we are going on to page 12. Hopefully I can get the rest of this add-on to the first issue done during the 24 hours. I think we can definitely do it. But I do have some very complex panels coming up on page 12. So you guys are going to see me battle through that in this next time lapse. All right, let's go. Bro, look how bad this thumb dent got. It's getting bad. It's like almost turning my thumb numb, dude. Yikes, dude. After you've been drawing for 12 hours, this is what happens. Alright, guys, it's officially 1 in the morning. It's 1:15 a.m. And we've hit 13 hours. So that means we got 11 hours left on the challenge. And the tiredness is really setting in bad. I'm getting super tired, super dry. I need to go drink a ton of water. And my hands are getting a little shaky, and my art is kind of declining. I'm not even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, when I be drawing like a couple, bro, I can't even talk. Like, my mind is boggled. But when I do some of my lines and shading and stuff like that, it's kind of off. Like, I'm kind of noticing that. So there's a chance I might be switching from the digital to traditional and just do some practicing in the sketchbook. So I'm gonna contemplate that because I want to make the comic as quality as possible. If I'm too tired to draw good lines, you know, I might have to do that. But yeah, really setting me. I can't believe I have 13 hours more. I gotta do this. I regret doing this. I'm gonna regret it even more, but let's keep going. Alright guys, it is 3 a.m. officially. I'm not even going to do the math on how many hours we got left, but it is 3 in the morning. You know, drawing at 3 a.m. challenge. Yeah, it's crazy that I made it this far. My hand is super sore and my thumb is like numb. I can't even feel my thumb. I've been noticing that the only way to really not get tired is to fully lock in and focus on the art. If I fully like lock in and just stare right at the screen and start drawing, I'm chilling. But the second I look away, get distracted with anything, it's over, bro. Like I start like dozing off, like the tiredness really setting in. So this is a battle. This is for sure a battle. I'm pretty much done with page 12. I just got a couple highlights to make, and after this I'm probably just gonna do some traditional work because I need to practice that, or I might work on the cover, whichever one. But yeah, honestly, it's getting hard right now. The challenge is actually like getting really hard. So wait, let's see, 3 a.m. started to that's 50. Okay, so hour 15. On hour 15. Yep. So yep, we got 9 hours left. 9 hours left. Yeah, that makes sense. See, math is so hard like when you're like this, but yeah, let's keep going. I'm probably gonna break out the sketchbook and pen, but dude, man, I kind of regret doing this. This is not a fun challenge. Alright guys, it's officially 5 a.m. So we're making it pretty far on the challenge, and I don't know why, but I started to feel normal again. Like a state of fatigue, but also like I'm just used to it now, so pretty chill. I went to traditional. I'm working on this character design here. Let's keep drawing. Oh, what just happened? Well, what just happened is, yep, I failed the challenge. I forfeit at 18 hours. Yes, I know. I was super confident. I said I would do it in the beginning, and I was super hyped, and I let all y'all down. Honestly, I was hoping this would be like a sick challenge completion video, but nah, I can actually not make it 24 hours. I got to a point in my drawing where I just wasn't drawing anything that I wanted to draw, and I was kind of burning myself out for the night, and I just wasn't producing any good ideas. And obviously that's just art fatigue, but I was kind of just driving myself into the ground creatively, and I've reflected a lot on it and what actually kind of went down and why I gave up. And so I'm actually gonna break down what happened through a little drawing clip here, so stay tuned. Okay, so I'm gonna draw basically what I mean. Imagine this is you right here. You're an artist holding a pencil, ready to create some ideas. How do you get these ideas? Well, we got to take off your head and look at your brain. Your brain, there's fuel, and I call it the creativity orbs. But how do we get those creativity orbs? Well, when you walk through the normal day-to-day life, you see things and take things into your brain. The things that you see are stored in your brain, but they're only processed when you're sleeping. You know, good old sleep. So basically your creativity orbs go on the production line in your brain, and they turn into ideas. These ideas translate into what you're drawing that makes you happy. The more fuel you got, the better your drawings are. However, if you're not getting sleep, you have to enter your reserve storage, limited storage. And your brain workers, which is this dude right here, imagine a little brain worker working in your brain. They basically, a brain worker builds the things, the ideas you have out of the ideas, right? Boom, ideas builds ideas, right? But if you don't have no sleep, your workers ain't got no sleep, you use all of your reserve. Eventually your reserve gets empty, right? So your brain, it gets angry. Angry brain, right? Angry brain equals no ideas.
meaning you produce lame ideas. Lame ideas is when your brain is tired and doesn't have the energy to produce good ideas. Now, is this permanent? No, it's not. You just need sleep. Now, a lot of you guys are going to be like, well, Liam, that's so cool and all. Yeah, that's awesome. But you didn't succeed in the challenge. You didn't draw for 24 hours. It's a challenge. You're supposed to draw for 24 hours. If you know, no matter if your brain is angry or whatever your little stupid drawing analogy was, you know, you still failed the challenge. And yes, I did fail the challenge. I am a weak little challenge failing peasant, like I said in the beginning. And yeah, so what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be doing this challenge again in the near future. So subscribe to see that video. However, the way I'm going to get to the end is by tackling a project that will guaranteed take 24 hours to complete. I'm thinking this will be the wall-sized comic page that I want to do in the future. I believe that could take 24 to 48 hours to fully complete, and I think that's what will push me through all 24 hours of the drawing phase. If I can keep looking forward to something and keep ideating with a set plan all throughout, to prevent my brain from getting as tired because I'm just working on one idea. So that is the plan for the future. Thank you for watching this video. If you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe and use code YTDIM right there for 10% off all products on the website. If you want to get into the TCG, we're on our playtesting phase right now. Or if you want to pre-order the comic, and you can even sign up for our newsletter on the website, and that'll give you access to all the new updates on issue releases, card releases, everything like that. So go sign up for the newsletter. Hit the subscribe button. Thank y'all for watching. And yes, I'm obviously not a dedicated artist, and I suck because I failed the challenge. Only 18 hours. Stay tuned for the next attempt at the challenge.